So I just found out you can stay in a treehouse hostel in Vang Vieng for less than your morning Starbucks order. And that's not even the craziest deal I'm going to show you. Hi, I'm Amit, and today Curated Globe is going to look at the Budget Travel Destinations 2025. And honestly, after researching these cities, I'm mad at myself for overspending basically everywhere last year. We're hitting every continent except Antarctica, and I'm going to throw in a bonus that'll blow your mind. One of the world's most expensive cities done dirt cheap. Under $50 a day for everything. Food, bed, transport, activities, and the occasional questionable decision at a night market. All of it. And before you say, yeah, but it's probably sketchy, nope. These are the cities where backpackers, families, digital nomads, and even your bougie friend Sarah are all showing up because they figured out the secret. Good travel isn't about spending more. It's about knowing where your money goes insane distances. Let's kick off in Hanoi, where your money basically develops superpowers. $15 gets you a private room with AC in the old quarter. Not a dorm bed, a private room, with someone probably offering you free breakfast and their nephew's motorbike to rent. The food situation in Hanoi is criminal. Pho for $2 on these tiny plastic stools. Bun chow, where Obama ate, still only $3. That egg coffee at Gian Cafe everyone is obsessed with, $3 if you sit upstairs with tourists, $1 if you squeeze into the ground floor with locals that are chain smoking and playing chess. Temple of Literature entry, $2 for Vietnam's first university. Water puppet shows that are bizarre and wonderful, $10. But Bai Hoi Corner is where Hanoi really shows its cards. 25-cent beers on the sidewalk with hundreds of locals and travelers just kind of, existing together. It is beautiful chaos. Ha Long Bay day trips leave from Hanoi for $40, all inclusive. The night market in the old quarter is free entertainment. Just walking through it is like a live documentary on knockoff goods and optimistic pricing. Families? Hanoi loves kids as much as you love your kids. Random people will literally babysit while you eat. Family rooms near the lake run $25 to $30, and every restaurant has tiny chairs that make you realize Vietnamese children are being trained for something we don't even understand. Krakow is what happens when a medieval city forgets to update its prices since medieval times. The main square is larger than most airports, surrounded by buildings that look like wedding cakes, and you can sit there with a coffee for €2, feeling like Polish royalty. Kazimierz, the Jewish quarter, is where Krakow gets interesting. Hostels for €10 that used to be Jewish prayer houses. Zapiekanka, Polish pizza baguette hybrid for €3 at Pak Novi. The nightlife is in old Jewish shops turned into bars where vodka costs less than water in most European cities. Auschwitz is free to enter if you go early or late, though honestly, pay the €10 for a guide. You need context for this kind of heavy. The Wailika salt mines. Underground cathedral carved from salt is €25, but it's basically visiting Middle Earth but with salt. Bar Milezny, milk bars, are communist era cafeterias that are still there because Polish grandmothers will not let them die. Full meal for €4. No English, just point at what looks good. The tram system costs €1 per ride and goes everywhere, including Nowa Huta, the communist planned district that's like time traveling to 1960s Soviet dreams. Krakow's secret? It's still mainly for Poles. The tourist inflation hasn't fully hit. You're getting 2015 prices in 2025, and locals actually hang out in the center because they can still afford it. That's not going to last forever, so you should go now. La Paz sits at 3,650 meters where the air is thin, but your wallet stays thick. This city is what happens when someone builds a metropolis in a bowl made by angry geology gods, and then forgets to charge tourist prices for anything. The Witches Market sells llama fetuses, love potions, and souvenirs that customs is definitely going to question. Browsing is free, stories from vendors are priceless. Salteñas. Bolivia's superior empanadas cost 50 cents and contain enough juice to ruin your shirt, and it's just part of the experience. The telefericos aren't just transport, they're 40-cent therapy sessions with views, 6 lines connecting the city. Each ride is better than most observation decks. The red line at sunset? That's 40 cents to see Illimani Mountain turn pink while the city lights up below. Valle de la Luna looks like the moon if the moon was 20 minutes from downtown. $3 entry. Cholita Wrestling. These are indigenous women in traditional dress performing WWE moves. Happens Sundays for $10. It's exactly as amazing as it sounds. Loki Hostel is $8 and famous for being where backpackers go to make these questionable life choices. The altitude will absolutely destroy you for 2 days. Budget for coca tea, coca candy, and coca everything else. It's legal, traditional, and the only reason anyone functions above 3,000 meters. Your Affordable Travel Destinations 2025 experience includes free altitude sickness. What a bargain! Marrakesh assaults your senses, then pickpockets your heart while somehow leaving your wallet intact. Riyadh's in the Medina. These gorgeous traditional houses with courtyards start at $15. You're living in a Pinterest board for less than a motel in Ohio. Jama El Fana at night is like free Netflix. Snake charmers, musicians, storytellers, and food stalls where $5 gets you enough tagine to hurt yourself. The Orange Juice Mafia, and it's definitely a cartel, charges 50 cents for juice from approximately 47 oranges. It's aggressive how much vitamin C you get. Majorelle Gardens, Yves Saint Laurent's Blue Paradise, costs 15 euros, but your Instagram is going to pay you back immediately. Traditional hammams, 5 euros to get scrubbed by someone who sees your dead skin as a personal enemy. You'll leave pink, tender, and cleaner than you've ever been. The souks are free to enter and expensive to leave. First price is just comedy. Second price to give you is negotiation. The third price is probably still too much, but whatever. You want that lamp. Rooftop cafes charge €1 for mint tea with views over all the chaos. It's the best euro you're going to spend. All right, here's a Marrakesh pro tip. Everyone offering to help wants money, and that's fine. Just know that deal. The official guides at the Jama wear badges. Use them or embrace the chaos of getting lost. Both are valid options. Your kids are going to get free mint tea everywhere because it's almost like Moroccan culture believes dehydrated children are bad luck. Antigua looks like Spain had a colonial baby with 3 volcanoes as babysitters. Every building is painted like sunset, cobblestones exist to destroy your ankles, and somehow hostels and restored convents cost $8. Central Park is where the entire city congregates. Free entertainment from breakdancers, mariachis, and people watching that beats any reality show. The market behind the bus station? $2 full meals if you sit where locals sit. $1 if you're brave enough to try the mystery meat option. Acatenango Volcano overnight hike. $65 to camp next to lava, watch Fuego volcano explode every 20 minutes, and question your fitness choices. Yeah, it does break the daily budget, but it includes gear, food, and maybe even an existential crisis at altitude. Spanish schools with 20 hours of one-on-one instruction, $100 per week. Add a homestay with meals for $50 more. You're learning Spanish while someone's grandma ensures that you never go hungry. It's basically like Spanish therapy with grammar. Antigua's coffee farms do tours for $15, and you're going to learn that your coffee journey right now is embarrassingly basic. The local coffee shops charge $3 for coffee that costs $20 in Brooklyn. Same beans, same preparation, just without the trust fund barista judgment. Chicken buses to Lake Atitlan cost $3 for 3 hours of questioning physics. The lake's even cheaper than Antigua. It's where Antigua backpackers go to save money, which is hilarious and slightly concerning. Here's a plot twist. Singapore, where a beer costs $15 in bars, can be done on $50 a day if you're not trying to impress anyone. Hawker centers are Singapore's gift to budget travelers. Maxwell, Lau Pa Sat, Newton. These are food courts where Michelin stars live. $3 for chicken rice that'll ruin all other chicken. $4 for laksa that's basically a hug in a bowl. $15 feeds you all day at Michelin-starred quality. Hostels in Chinatown or Little India run $20 to $25, and they're cleaner than most apartments because Singapore does not understand dirty. The MRT goes everywhere for $2 max. Walking is free, and you're basically in Blade Runner with gardens. Gardens by the Bay light show at 7:45 and 8:45, free. Botanic Gardens, free. And UNESCO-listed beaches on the Sentosa, free if you walk the boardwalk. Marina Bay Sands Infinity Pool? Okay, that's $23 minimum spend, but one photo up there will fund your Instagram career. Little India, Chinatown, Arab Street, all free to wander and more interesting than most museums. The neighborhoods are the attraction. Buddha Tooth Relic Temple, free. 4 floors of Buddhist everything. Sri Mariamman Temple, free, and the oldest Hindu temple in Singapore. Here's the Singapore hack. Locals eat at hawker centers, not restaurants. Follow them. Also, Tiger beer at 7-Eleven costs $2. Same beer that's $15 in Clark K. Your best budget trips 2025 moment is realizing Singapore's fancy reputation is optional. But here's what amazes me about these cheap places to travel that 2025 has hiding in plain sight. Every single city I showed you is where people save for years to visit. And you can hit all of them, for less than what some people spend on 1 week in an all-inclusive resort where the biggest cultural exchange is asking for more towels. We've been programmed to think cheap travel means compromise. But look at this list. You're not compromising. You're living in riads and colonial convents, eating Michelin-starred street food, riding cable cars over impossible cities, watching volcanoes explode, and somehow you're doing it for less than your monthly coffee budget. So there's your Budget Travel Destinations 2025 guide that basically just destroyed every excuse you had for not traveling this year. 6 cities across 6 continents, and Singapore thrown in because apparently, I want to throw in some chaos. Hanoi, Krakow, La Paz, Marrakesh, Antigua, and Singapore. Adventure does not require trust funds. Smash that like button if you're ready to stop spending insane money on travel. Subscribe because we're dropping more amazing travel content every couple of days. And if you want the real detailed breakdown, head to curatedglobe.com. We've got detailed guides in ebook and paperback. Salamat Jalan and peace out.